Hello and welcome to Retro Boost Live. Is everything working for once, maybe? Seems like it. We'll see if that stays. Whoa. It's a warm morning here in the winter because things don't ever make sense. Good morning to all. Pastix, Emmy Geddon, Buster Gundo 516. Good to see you all here. Really appreciate it. Got an interesting one today because I've been thinking about uh, this game a little bit when they finally kind of revealed more detailed stuff about Metroid Prime 4. People were losing their minds, so to speak, over some of the characters that have speaking roles and whatnot, and that one of them is annoying and so on and so forth. And I was like, I doubt it's going to be worse than this game. I haven't played through Other M in quite some time. Uh, it's a pretty hard game. The gameplay is actually, I think, quite good. But the story and like the voice acting and stuff is just garbage. So I was thinking about that lately with all the Prime Force stuff. So I wanted to kind of revisit this, but also take the opportunity to do some stuff with the RetroTINK 4K. Got to do a firmware update, and also Other M is one of the games that just like this should be in 16 by 9. Like there's a lot of Wii games that you can do 4 by 3 and it's fine, or even like meant to be. But Other M is one of those games that's like doesn't look right in 4 by 3. Like it's one of the ones that seems more proportional when it's 16 by 9. So it's a chance to mess with that profile, show off like the auto gain and stuff. So that'll be the objective. I also just noticed that the previous thing is not even there. That's cool. See, something was wrong. Out of the corner of my eye, I had noticed problems. Boop, 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 boop. Last time, Godzilla. All right. I'm gonna switch it over now. So here's Other M in the default RetroTINK 4K boot up. It's currently in 4x3, and there's nothing really obviously wrong with it here. It seems like a typical Wii game, but what you start to notice with it if it's in 4x3, if I just boot up into this file, this recap thing plays. See the text? The text is like a little squished. So it's kind of like something's amiss, which is why it's best for it to be 16 by 9. So that's what I'm gonna do is get everything into. I actually have a profile created, but I wanted to show some of it off. So first things first, though, we're gonna update the RetroTINK 4K's firmware, because new firmware did come out a few days ago, and I have it all loaded up. I'm gonna do that first. So loaded the new firmware on the SD card, and then we have it go. We'll let that run first. This new firmware added, this one and the previous one added a lot of stuff that's specific to like the CRT emulation side of things. They added like a different kind of black frame insertion. They touched it up to emulate like the more like what are they refer to, the phosphor CRT kind of flavor of picture. That's just what I've read. It's stuff that I'm not really familiar with personally. I haven't really done much CRT, any of the scanline stuff really with the 4K. There's a lot more to it than the 5X Pro, so there's more of a learning curve. I haven't really delved into it. There we go. We're on the new firmware. All right, let's change our input back to components. There's our squishy game. So what I'm gonna do, first things first, we load into the Start Here Wii profile. And there's my other pro. We'll be building out to that. So in 16 by 9, we're not in 16:9 yet. This is still 4:3, but this is all going to get fixed. I'm going to show that first. Actually, we could do that first. So if I switch it to 16:9, yeah, there we go. Now the text has like normal spacing. So it's like that was kind of my indicator that like, okay, this is one of the games that like wants to be widescreen, as opposed to not that. First things first, let's go to our Wii menu. The other thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and load into my Wii profile. So this is gonna be 16:9 with smoothing turned on and auto gain applied, but I can show off the auto gain thing. So we go into Homebrew. Installing Homebrew and stuff is really simple. The mod process is very straightforward, but it lets you do things like this. So we've got the 240p test suite. Go into test patterns. Our color bars, we have both 75% and 100% color bars, which is then our way of doing the auto gain calibration, which is really good for the Wii. Run the auto gain. Ba-bam. Perfect 255 calibration. Good to go. What just happened? Oh, they changed this stuff. This is cool. This is actually part of the new firmware. I forgot about this. They added like over and under stuff, which is pretty cool. Like for this is what the 5X Pro sort of has, where you can go through and like calibrate it like this, but the 4K does this stuff like automatically, which is the whole idea with this. Pretty sweet. But with the color bars on screen, I can run auto gain, and now it's 100. Now it's calibrated. So now I can go back into the game, and we are ready. Pretty straightforward process. You would need one of those like flash cartridges to do that on like Super Nintendo, Genesis, etc. I'm not sure how you do it with the Dreamcast. You can get color bar test things. You have to like, you can get them on PS2 by like doing a soft mod that allows for loading things on there with USB. Or like the memory card method, you can get a JPEG of the color bars on there, basically. They sell test suites that you can use in consoles that support DVDs, but those tend to be the 75% version, the dimmer version, and not the 100% version, which is what you want for game calibration. Game GAME calibration. Ooh. But that was it. Got our Wii profile set. Gain is calibrated. This is also the freeform version of 16:9, not the auto-cropped version. I think I like this one personally more. Auto-crop would fill the screen, but I think this is the best medium. All right, we're going to start on a new file. And here we go. Ooh, yellow Dreamcasts. Yee. Well, that makes them limited editions, though. They never normally sold a yellow one. I've never... I don't know, I guess because I grew up in a non-smoking house, but, like, none of my consoles have ever yellowed. Even my oldest ones, like the Super Nintendo I acquired. Um, it's a shame to see that. I mean, I guess it could happen in any situation, but I know that smoking is like the biggest way that that happened, or could happen, really. Smelly edition, yeah. It sells. It smells of the 80s. Oh crap! I gotta. We have no audio. Stupid thing. No, and I can't even. God. Hold on. Gotta restore the handshake. Okay. This is a loud game. This is one of those games. I can't, like... It's blocking me from pressing the home button on the controller, which is kind of insane. It's like, no, you are locked in, dog.
Mother, time to go.
Ooh, okay. There we go. Alright, I wish I could get out of it, but the game is like, nah, man. Because what that was like a cutscene recreation of like the end of Super Metroid, although there are things about it that bug me.
Okay, everything's normal.
That last part is like supposed to be the hyper beam, but it's clearly just a normal charge shot. But Mother Brain looked great.
Sitting up, huh? Slowly now.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past.
I wish it was non-canon. Are you serious?
Thanks to the hyper beam, which was given to me somehow by the baby. I laid Mother Brain to waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed planet Zebes, along with the remains
I also
of
don't
Mother
like that
Brain,
it's Zebes. I've always said
space
Zebes.
pirates,
That's just me. I
and
mean,
my
who am I? But...
long-standing nemesis, Ridley, and the baby.
I've played this game multiple times before. I quite like the gameplay itself, but the story is bad. She also walks like a robot. I think her legs are too long, is the issue.
Right, let's get started.
I've already wasted my time like 30 times. This is not even close to my first time playing this game.
Ready for a quick test, Samus? Let's start with a little warm-up. Try a charge beam for me.
Jeez.
Sharp-looking charge beam.
Readable
Just the way I like
subject.
it. Okay, morph ball next.
Hi.
Go ahead and drop some bombs. Okay, get out of morph ball mode and return to normal.
Bum bum bum.
Perfect, Samus. All right, stand in the middle of the room.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Good lord. Yeah, look, I know the game is bad, you know, like I know what I'm getting into here. But also like, geez. Okay, did I get them all? Oh, they're still there. They're just deleted. How do you like get rid of them? I guess you can't. They'll go away over time, I suppose, because I'm clicking stuff and it won't go away. Whoop. Anyway.
Surprised?
So I think this game, like, the gameplay itself, I think is pretty, like, interesting, because they wanted to do third person, which is the first time that a Metroid game had been third person outside of portable stuff since like Super Metroid. Because Prime took the franchise first person, and even when they did the Nintendo like DS version, they still kept it first person, which is pretty brazen for a Nintendo DS game. So this is the first like serious non-first person Metroid game at the time, and that was like a particular interest. Although the Prime influences are still there, because if you, it's not going to do it yet, probably after this, there's still first person elements to this. So you play a lot of it in third person like this, like an action game, but there are parts in combat and in exploration where you go first person. It's probably going to do it in a minute. And I feel like they only do that because there's that Prime influence that they know a lot of the fan base is probably expecting, you know, some kind of immersive element to it, which this is what this is. So it's interesting because you play the game third person like it's sort of a side scroller, like you're on a grid when you're running around, but the game is still designed. It's like Luigi's Mansion, like the game, like Luigi's Mansion is played from a fixed perspective, but when you turn on that Game Boy horror thing, you know, all the rooms are actually modeled in 3D internally, like to look around it. And that's kind of what this game is like.
Okay, looking good.
And mechanically here, when you dodge an attack, if you weren't charged, I can do it here. You go instant full charge beam.
Now, jump on its head.
Jump on his head. Boom. There's like little melee attacks like that you can do too.
How about you try using a power button?
And I will also say this is the first Metroid game where the power bombs look significantly intimidating, because like Super Metroid, it's like a screen kind of like a big wave, but the Prime games, the radius of the actual bomb isn't that big.
What are you doing?
In this one,
Unleash
though,
that thing.
that's pretty cool.
Allow adequate room around you during power bomb.
The only bummer is you barely get to use them.
All right, Samus. That's it for the test. Looks like you took quite a bit of damage. It's unbelievable how well you held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave
And then you
me.
have like her robot voice.
Right. You're due in the meeting room. The big dogs are waiting. I gave your suit a polish so you'd be at least somewhat presentable.
Not even a fragment. None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby. Never.
He's got a bit of a
The
robot thing
finality
going.
of it struck me once again.
Yeah, sorry, I cranked it so you could hear her robot voice. I turned it back down again.
The planet
Um,
Zeus was annihilated, and all
She's very
Metroids
monotone.
were exterminated.
Like, I think the problem is,
Simple report,
in the
was
timeline,
dull even.
this is pretty late.
but it
Like,
felt
this
momentous
was
to me.
the second to last game in the timeline at the time that it was made. So it's like, this is supposed to be like grizzled veteran Samus who's seen
I
it
don't know
all,
how much time passed since
but
then.
they wrote it like,
Days went by in their quiet.
I don't know. Like, a lot of it seems like their idea was to have it be really early in the timeline. Because there's like a lot of moments where it's like she seems inexperienced and unsure and things like that. It just, that would work if it was like something that was set right after Zero Mission or before, but it's not.
Codenamed Baby's Cry.
Dread,
A common
Metroid
SOS
Dread is
with
the
the
new end
urgency
of the
of a baby
timeline, I
crying.
believe.
The
This is set
nickname comes from the fact
one
that
game
the
before
purpose
that,
of the signal
which is
is to
Fusion.
draw attention.
So this one is in
signal was
between
coming
Super
from a
Metroid
remote
and
part of
Fusion.
space.
Although,
I altered
the
course
other
of my
problem
ship
with
as
this
if
game
detour had
is
already
that
been part of my flight
it's
plan.
kind of just like a 3D remake of
Baby's
Fusion.
Cry.
It's like it's the same
It was
game.
as though it was crying specifically for me.
Space station, doing biological research under duress. Go there, uncover a sort of secret evil project that the Galactic Federation's left hand is doing. Blow it up. Like, it's the same thing. Isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, there are plenty of like franchise staples with certain IPs that like you kind of look for. You can do that. You can do those kind of traditions good or not good. It just depends. It's like, this game is to Super Metroid, or not Super, this game is to, in my mind, this game is to Fusion what like Star Wars The Force Awakens is to Episode 4. Like, you can either celebrate it for keeping traditions intact, or you could rip it apart for recycling ideas. It kind of goes either way. I do like that it brought back the original kind of ship design from Super Metroid, though. That's cool. Only Metroid Prime 2 had that one pretty as is. I saw that you, Passix, had seen Rodan now. I think I watched that one with Cameron years ago. It's a weird one. Didn't it have like centipede monsters in it or something? Like in like the beginning parts of it?
Galactic Federation. Huh?
Ah, fancy meeting you here, princess. Remember me?
Anthony.
Remember
There's
me,
only one
says the
person who
guy who
calls
was
me
invented for
princess.
this game.
And that person is
I always thought
Anthony
that was
Higgs
weird.
of the Galactic Federation
But
Army.
this is what I was thinking about, because
Since that last mission.
Prime
Hey,
4
Buddy's here too.
has content like this. where she's gonna be
Adam
with
Malkovich,
these Federation
a
troopers,
general in the Galactic Federation
the
Army.
time of which
Not
we don't
only
really
a
know
trusted
yet, whether it's
confidant,
like
but also my
maybe
former
one
superior
particular chunk
officer.
of one area you're with a partner, and then
Yes.
you,
There was a
they're all
time when
huddled
I
up
was
somewhere in
involved
some
in the
kind of
Galactic
hub
Federation Army.
area. Who knows?
And
But
then
it was like when people were freaking out about
I
that,
was
I was
young
like,
and
well, this game did it
inexperienced.
too. And
as the result of a
yeah,
certain
this game's
incident,
bad, but also it's like, is it that
I
bad though?
left
Like
Adam's command
that
and
this
set out on
aspect
my
of it?
path as a solitary
I don't
bounty
know.
hunter.
I think the idea of her like directly helping people on the battlefield is kind of cool.
What are you doing here?
The
So I
first
think
words
that
out of his mouth were
if
typical
Prime
coming
4
from Adam.
takes any
To
lessons
answer his
from this game,
question,
it could
I
be a lot
recounted
better.
the details of what
But
had
people
brought
are
me to this
freaking out
place.
because it doesn't look
And
like
then
that's
I
the
asked what
case.
circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Rodan's gone,
Where
so the
he so
little
obviously chose
centipede beasts are
outsider.
free to run amok.
Pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped.
Yeah, it's also just worth noting that Universal was doing, you know, crossover stuff with their monster characters way back, but Toho was as well. Toho had the one of the earliest cinematic universes, Mothra and Rodan and Godzilla all appearing in their own origin movies, and then crossing over with each other multiple times.
We tried using explosives, but it's tricky
It's
to
pretty
pull
funny.
off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Who cares if he authorized it? Oh, God. Uh-oh. Lots of critters on the loose. I don't remember if there was like a point to any of this. I never even came close to 100% in this game. Like, you can. Like, there's a lot of, like, post exploration you can do when the story is mostly complete. There's even, like, a bonus final boss, which I think I will do. It's kind of cool. Oh. Yeah, alright, here we go. Trying to think which one's next for you guys. Because if you just did, oh, it's Monster Zero. I think that's the next one. I get them confused. I'm not sure which one I saw first. It was one of those two. It was either Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster or Monster Zero. When I was like 6 or 8 years old.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him.
Ooh.
Get away from me!
It's like Starship Troopers.
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility. I didn't know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety.
Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
Look at that.
They're coming out of the wall!
Right, stay calm.
That's cool. Seeing them for the first time. Some of them are great. Some of them are weird. Some of them are like famously bad. Oh, wow.
This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Damn it! I'm authorizing missile use!
So this is how the upgrades work. This is bad. So Samus comes in like fully stocked on power-ups post Super Metroid. But she's not going to use anything until Adam authorizes her to do so. So now we have missiles. And I can understand some of it. Like, you see how powerful the power bombs are, you're like, alright, yeah, I get it. But also, like, there's parts where it's like, she won't enable the Variasuit function of her suit until he tells her to. See, like, you have to, like, go through parts of the game where she's just, like, taking heat damage, and it's like, why would you not? Why? It's just, like, a protection thing. Like, come on. That guy got hit. Oh, it was Anthony. Anthony got hit. Got him.
Samus, looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm also gonna have to ask that you follow my commands. You don't move unless I say so, and you don't fire until I say so. Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me? I was known for giving the thumbs down during briefing. I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around, but he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a
See,
twofold
these are
response.
shades of the game that should have been.
A
If they
sign
wanted
of
to go
derision
down
at
all
being
this
called a
past
lady,
stuff, they should have just
and a
done a game
signal
that
of
took
my
place
complete
before Zero Mission.
understanding of the
That
mission
would have been kind of
orders.
cool.
The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles, despite
just
the
weird
fact
to have
that I
her
clearly had so much yet to
Forever
learn.
into her travels,
Among
and then
them
all of a
was
sudden,
Anthony.
like, I'm gonna think about
In the face
past
of his
for the first
well-meaning
time.
behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would easily be broken. And beyond that, I was scared. But even in the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else.
Oh,
Confession
I also
time.
totally forgot.
Because
after I
was
finished
so
editing
young
a
when
lot
I
of this
lost
stuff
both of
last
my
week,
parents, there's no question I saw
for
Adam as a father
upcoming
figure.
Retro Boost arcade and arena stuff, it occurred to me that this is the end
And
of
I
the
rebelled
fifth,
against him.
the end of the
I
fifth
knew I could get
year
away with it.
that I've been doing content with
His
friends.
paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion
So I decided to
reinforced
like
the
kind of
special
comb
bond I
through the
felt.
archives, and I have compiled like an hour and a half
I understood
ish
well that chances were
of
slim
like
that I
all
would
of
ever
our
find anyone that
favorite
understood me like
moments
Adam.
from over the years.
And yet, when the time
I was
came,
talking
I
to
still
Tori
let
about
to
it, and we're
decide.
kind of reminiscing certain things, and
I was so young.
I went through all the different,
Young
a lot of the different videos, and picked some of the funniest or whatever moments from a lot of the stuff that we've done. So I have this like
is still uncertain.
hour and a half kind of special
Here's what we do know.
compilation thing put
The
together
equipment we thought had been destroyed is
that I'll
operational
have go
again.
on
And we've seen
once the Rise
casualties
of
attributed
Nightmares
to an
stuff is done,
unidentified
because
lethal creature.
some of it comes from that, so I don't want to have
The
like a
situation is critical.
kind of weird
We need to gather
spoiler
all the
thing.
information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety.
Yeah, I'm gonna comb the desert.
Consider this site
You guys
extremely
find
dangerous.
anything?
Be careful as you make your sweeps.
We ain't found shit. Yeah.
And there's one problem. The wireless
I did find
interference
like
in
a
this
lot of stuff
facility
that I
is
just like
all
totally
pervasive.
forgot about and was
Your
like
comm systems are
laughing my
useless.
butt off at, and made a
As a
few
result,
new shorts out of
communication
it
channels were
to
limited
kind
the
of save
facility's
those
navigation
moments.
booths.
That stuff
Well then, Lyle,
is in that
investigate
compilation.
Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives.
Gotcha.
Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, Run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you
It's
execute
kind of
your
funny that it
missions.
was like, you, the maintenance guy, go here. You, Samus,
That's the end of the briefing.
repair this ship's electrical system.
It was the first joint mission I'd
Break
been a
out your
part of
soldering
since
kit,
becoming a
Samus.
freelance bounty hunter.
You can take it from my maintenance guy,
Of
who's
course,
the specialist
It
for
was
that.
the
He's
first
not going to
time
need it where
since
he's
my
going.
Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded.
Oh, and thank you for the
Understood, Adam.
congrats on the 5 years. Yeah, it's
No objections, of course.
the channel itself is going into its 6th year. It would have been like August 2020 that the first content went live. But Retro Boost Arcade specifically is a little bit past that, so this is the end of the 5th year for that, though. We're going into the 6th year for that as well. I thought that was pretty cool and worthy of doing something for, so a compilation, I think, is a good way to do it. We've done podcasts kind of like reminiscing on things before, so I didn't want to do like another one of those. Because, you know, it's like the same thing. Let me off this thing, jeez. Woo! Oh, buggy boo! We have bombs now, so I can get off! Have a good rest of your evening, Emmy. Nice to have you here, as always. It's just gonna open for me? No. But that's the objective. Ah. Oh. Duh. Power restored. It was that easy, guys. Missile. Okay. Space. Oh wait, there's a thingy. Where's the thingy? Ah! The missile thing is weird because you can recharge your missile count like whenever. Oh, let me out of here. What are we doing here? Oh, you gotta hop out? Okay, bomb jumping is really nerve. Because you can do this concentration thing. So,
Samus,
I don't know. It's
go
kind of
through
funny.
the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1. Lyle went ahead to secure a route to a facility of interest. I'll leave you to survey Sector 1.
Oh, those are the puffer things from First Prime. Hey! Hey, Carl, could you drop off those packages at the gigantic, ominous elevator array that we have in the dim room, even when the power's on?
This elevator
Sure
is
thing.
bound for Sector 1. A level 3. Warning is now in effect in Sector 1. Please avoid traveling alone and remain armed. Stay alert to your surroundings at all times.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Nope. Space. The final frontier. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh. Ah! Oh, I got it. Worth it. Ooh. Almost died. Ah, they're behind me. I don't think that there's any energy pickups in this game like other Metroid games either, which makes it a little harder as a result. Okay, only when energy is super low. See, it's like the grapple beam's like not authorized. Like, why, man? Like, jeez. Eventually. Safety.
Sequence complete. Process Oh no.
This is where all the baby Pokemon are made.
The large cage-like booth looked like something had been raised in it. And in one corner was the miserable form of a researcher's corpse. This victim hadn't sustained the same injuries. The dead I'd seen had been torn apart by something large. This one had been attacked by a different type of creature. And as I studied the violence this creature had wrought, I felt something in the air, the presence of a dark intelligence.
Stop it. Oh, the spring balls in this game.
Samus, proceed through the hatch I just unlocked. Your next destination is a little further ahead.
Yeah, it's probably fine. Holy crap, it just occurred to me that this is the only Metroid game that I've played at least where you don't shoot the doors to go through them. Another missile. 14 now. Oh. Kinda killed him. Jeez. Oh God. Uh-oh. Oh, well, he's... well... Okay, well... he got jammed in there, so that worked out for me. Oh no! That was a close call.
Sequence complete. Process successful. Someone left their Excel charge in the bathroom. That was definitely funny, by the way, Past Six, that you were able to provide us some insight on the names and such of the Rise of Nightmares characters. There's more of that in that game. be funny to know what some of that dialogue was that we were hearing, because there's no subtitles, so like we never. There's like no way to know what some of these characters are saying in their native languages because the game's not giving us subtitles for it. There's a couple that do, but there's one particular one at the end that wasn't doing it. It like wasn't letting it. She was saying things and there was no clues. I figured that would probably happen. I just crushed myself. Did I already get the Excel charge? I had to get the Excel charge again? That's a weird thing. This game has checkpoints, actually? I think it would have put me back at the navigation room. Oh, interesting Dreamcast offer. One that's not yellow and reeking of cigar smoke, hopefully. I did order that Codebreaker thing. It's going to be here on Tuesday. I'm out of town that day for a small work trip, but when I get back, I'll be able to try it out. Because I ordered one of the Godzilla games to start with. See, I should have done all that from down here. I'm a dum-dum. Ooh, an orange one. Jeez, that sounds cool. Got him. Secrets. Oh yeah, you can send me a message. That's cool. My phone's next to me, so I'll be able to see it right now. I saw you. Oh, all that effort to come back out here. I need this stupid grapple beam. Oh, we're not? Oh. Stand by. I will fix that. Oh, it says that you're not oh, there we go. Boom. Done. It said that you were not accepting friend requests at first, and I was like, I gotta make an appointment. That is quite the setup. Jeez. You get Code Veronica, which I'm sure Tori would like. It's like the... I think there was like a rumored remake of that coming at some point. Hey, not fair. They all respawn. Oh! I get. Yeah, they were causing problems for me. Oh. Stupid invisible guys. Nice, that went really well. The combat can be like really cool. It's a power bomb. Can't do that.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Ah. What? Oh, for God's sake. is like a spin on the diffusion missile from Fusion Metroid. It's like spread around an ice ring. Don't get up. God.
Data recording. Shows registration sequence activated. Sequence complete. Process.
I never tried it, but Retro Fighters does have a controller. Oh boy. For the Dreamcast that looks good. I don't remember if they released a wireless one or not. That was like the biggest obstacle for me, was that I just sit like a little bit too far away from my console to use wired controllers conveniently. Ah, I can't do the... What are you doing? What was that? I was in power? Gracious. Ooh. The N64 I've tried a lot of different things for. Blue retro adapters are fun because you can just use like any modern controller that you like. 8-bit stuff has been great though too, which you can use with that same blue retro adapter. Oh God! There's a cat dog. It's got two sides. Jeez. Rude. Where to go? Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, there we go. Weird. What am I to do? Oh, Jesus. No, 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 no. You go away. Get off! Ow.
Some creatures use the powers of others to capture their prey. Watching this disgusting beast, I felt as though it was feeding off my power as well. At the same time, a thought crossed my mind. That howl I heard earlier, could this creature have been the source?
Samus, head to the biosphere
demon
test
Furby.
area in your current sector. There should be some important information about this facility in that exam center. The other members are en route. Quickly, go meet them there.
Sure.
Data recording. Restoration sequence activated. Sequence complete. Process successful.
Oh boy, sure would be nice to have the gravity suit. Get, what are you doing? My God, get up. So I need some work. Interesting. I'm debating getting an NES top loader that I would then have retrofix his mod to use composite. Because I don't really have a working NES right now. I can use the Retron 5, but I can't play them like legit. We always had a problem with our PS2 when I was growing up. That thing would, it would like fail to read discs a lot. PS1 games were like a lottery. Ow. Ow! Stop it! Stop! Oh my god! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. bioengineered this Triosaurus Rex to help with deforestation. He'll just murder anyone that comes and tries to cut down trees.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Alrighty. I think that's good progress for today. Oh, let me rewind that. Come on. Where's my mouse? This is A. Oh, all right. I think that's good progress on this for today. I think the gameplay of this game is good. It's just like the story and some of the execution choices are just so abysmal for it. But I was thinking about it with Prime 4 being subject to some of the same critiques about Samus interacting with people and the people being potentially annoying and whatnot. So yeah, I should. I don't know what's going on there. Sometimes that mouse acts up. I have wireless ones like here on my table so I can operate either the computers from right here, but sometimes one of them just like doesn't want to work quite right with sometimes with the main computer. It's weird. So thanks for joining me today, everyone. Appreciate you popping in. Had a good time playing this game for the first time in quite a while. Don't know if I'll continue it like the next stream, but I'll bounce back to it here and there, alternating some other stuff. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day and a good holiday week if you are celebrating Thanksgiving or not. You all have a great rest of your day.